to What Is This?
What up? What up? What's going down?
Yeah, man. Welcome to another great episode here of the Common Sense Experience, man. Brought to you by the Black Podcasters Network. Myself,
you know what it
Amir.
Is. You know.
My boy Chuck Rev. You know.
You know what it is.
And my boy Pete Rock. Pete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. There's a lot going on in this world, man, right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We got this shit going on. This fake news with Korea. I mean, not fake news. I mean, what's going on here with Korea? Which how long have they been supposed to be dropping this bomb? I'm waiting for these missiles. I'm just waiting for the missiles to drop. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, let me get my opinion on.
They do a presentation for it like every other year and shit. They bring out the big ass parade and pop that coochie for a goon music and show the bombs that they got. So, you know what I mean? Like, yo, remember Don't Be a Menace with Sean and Marlon Wayans, and they opened the truck like, do we have a problem? With the big ass bomb, like, that's what they be doing, man. That's what they be doing.
If you haven't seen that movie, Don't Be Missing Stop Sitting by Drinking Your Juice in the Hood, man. You got that's a classic. That's a fucking classic right there. Good reference, Pete. Beautiful.
I try, man. That's what they doing.
Besides that shit, though, man, I mean, I got anything y'all kind of want to get off your minds right now before we go ahead and get into this topic, get into these topics today?
I don't want to dig. Go ahead, Chuck.
No, go ahead, Pete. Go ahead. I didn't run on first.
No, I was gonna say, man, I don't know. A lot of these social networks got it. To me, it seems like it's not just about race anymore, but about gender between the male and the female, and I feel like a war is being started between us with all these bullshit ass clickbait articles and everything like that. And I just want to tell people, don't believe the hype, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, what kind of brought you in? I mean, is there anything specific that kind of brought you into that?
There's a few. Well, first of all, we know the beautiful black goddess Nefertiti, a.k.a. Serena Williams, is now engaged to a white man and is now impregnated by that white man. And a certain old white dude that used to play tennis says a smart remark to the point of, well, let's see if the baby has chocolate or white milk, which causes her to do an article about how she's been treated, in her personal experience, about how she's been treated better by Caucasian men more so than black men. And there was a lot of uproar with that because, once again, you see clickbait. You know, a lot of titles of these articles have nothing to do with the article within itself, but it causes a ruckus. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think she grouped all of us into a whole. I think she's talking about her personal experience. And let's be real, her personal experience were of rappers. They weren't of, a hard-working black man or whatever. They were of Drake and Common. So I'm pretty sure there was a lot of shit going on in her personal experience. But that's not to speak to every black woman or to every black man. But, of course, that caused a ruckus between the regular folks on Facebook, and you have a whole bunch of arguments about what the article said, about the title, and what she said, he said shit. And to me, I think it's all just a part of agenda. I don't know if I'm looking in too deep of it, but I think it's a big separation that's on the horizon between male and females, and especially us as black men and black women. And I think it's bullshit.
I'll be kind of pissed if Serena's titties did produce chocolate milk, because I didn't get to have that opportunity.
Yo, is that bruh?
My mom had regular white-ass milk.
Yeah.
I would love to have some Cocoa Crispy milk.
Can I be real? I want to be totally honest with you. I'm a man. I'm not ashamed to say this, but I have visions of this broad tasting like chocolate milk, son. Like, it's just like her, the Godiva chocolate beauty of her. And another bullshit, because a lot of women ride the coattails of that article talking about, black men, well, they called her ugly, she was too masculine, this, that, and the third. And I dare you to find a black man that actually said that, because I never said that. I never said nothing about masculine shit.
I don't remember Common calling her ugly. I don't remember. Matter of fact, I remember Common getting into a beef with Drake.
Nigga, Drake wrote a song on his new album. Yeah.
I forget his name. The dude that was in ATL, though. Movie ATL. He was
I know you're talking about.
Ugly.
Come on, man.
Worship.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Serena Williams.
Don't get it misconstrued about what men say about her to what black men said about her. I mean, I'm sure that's been said about her body, but I guarantee you it wasn't black men that said that. So, yeah, I don't want to get too much into it. I know we got a show to do, but there's a lot of crimes and a lot of areas in that topic that we could touch on and do shows on for days. But black women, we love you. Black men, shout out to y'all. Like, we need each other, man. Don't go into this internet shit and let that delve you in or make you think or have them group us into what every black man think or what they think we think, because it's not always accurate.
Charles, is there anything you got in your mind before we go ahead and get it started?
This whole Trump shit talking about he didn't know being president was going to be so hard.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, how fucking idiotic can you be to be a billionaire? Like, you didn't think being president would be so hard? No, you have one of the most supposed hardest jobs in the fucking world. What are you talking about?
But Charles, he didn't. Just like Obama when he ran, he didn't. When Ronald Reagan ran, he didn't. Let me tell you something, man. It's one thing to run and it's one thing to get the job. It's one thing to apply for a job and it's one thing to actually get it. And when you get up in that motherfucker and you find out who's really the power, and all you saying is a whole bunch of shit, and you get in there and they give your ass, this is what the fuck you say.
Yeah.
This is what the fuck you do. When you get up in there and them motherfuckers approach you, the motherfuckers with real money, because how much Trump got? 3, 4, 5, 6 billion? When he get up in there with trillionaires and 100 billionaires and stuff like that, motherfuckers who really control policy, of course, he didn't know. He didn't really know. He was just talking. Let this white man talk and get these people in a frenzy. And then once he got in the office, shit.
but you know, it's crazy, like, a lot of people think that the president is a person that makes all the decisions. That's not, no fucking way. It's people with money that make the decisions.
Right.
Money runs.
People make money.
People make money, yeah. Like capitalism runs this society.
Right.
True.
Like, I mean, yeah, as black people, we have our pearls, but at the end of the day, they will wipe out a white motherfucker if you fucking with their money. They don't care who you are. They don't give a fuck your race, your background, none of that shit. You start fucking with their money, you're done. That's it.
Right. People with money, people that really run shit don't own companies. They own the people who own companies.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, man.
They said they take 6-month vacations while their CEO was running their company.
Please.
Yo, bro. This man, he talked so much shit about Obama during his campaign or during his run in presidency about taking trips, doing golf and shit like that. In 100 days, this man been president. He done did more golf than what Obama did in 8 years. So for him to even say that, it's like, yo, I didn't know the job was going to be desired. Motherfucker, you look pretty easy breezy doing it. Like,
right.
You chilling. You cold chilling. We're fucked up, but you're cold chilling. Like back in the 80s, how they used to say cold chilling.
Donald Trump's job in office during his 4 or whatever his 8 years, if it gets to that point, his job is to be an everyday tweet.
Right. We just need you to keep this distraction up while we deal with this real shit. Make sure you got a piece of news about you going on every day.
If it's on your mind, say it. Doesn't have to make sense. Just say it.
Yeah.
But man, today's topic, man, it get those topics, and trust me, we're gonna cover those topics in our episodes to come, though. But today, I kind of want to touch on some issues that's kind of like more or less internal. As you become a man, you kind of go through different things and questions that, you know what I'm saying, though, of how you are defined as a man. And we all deal with that, you know what I'm saying, though, whatever race we are. And so I just kind of want to, you know, go ahead and get touch on these subjects or whatever, though, just to kind of get y'all viewpoint on what y'all think. Now, my first question that I would get to is, you know, I guess growing up, you know what I'm saying, though, you know, you wanted to be liked, right? You wanted people to like you, you know what I'm saying? You want the kids to like you at school. You wanted, you know what I'm saying, the kids you were on the street with to like you and to play with you, and, you know what I'm saying, though, hey, man, you know what I'm saying, though, man, you know what I'm saying, though, you, like Chuck, when I saw you, hey, man, I bet you can't get the ball farther than me.
Yo,
that's how we met. You know what I'm saying? Over that shit, though. You know what I'm saying, though? And, you know, here we are 23 years later. You know what I'm saying, though? You know, it can start even, you know what I'm saying, as you grow up, like basketball or football or, you know, all these different things. And then, you know what I'm saying, though, you know, you want, obviously, your parents to love you and, you know what I'm saying, though, and not be disappointed in you and these different things. And then as you get older, as you start to grow into your manhood, you start to go, okay, these things are still important to me, to be liked and to be loved. But then how you're treated, how you're viewed, how you're talked about, you know what I'm saying, though, and how you're respected becomes a lot more of a value. And I just want to know to y'all, just to ask y'all own opinion on it. I mean, what means more to y'all, you know what I'm saying, though, even from the ones that you love or love you, like your parents, obviously, and your wife, or, you know what I'm saying, like your siblings. What's more valuable to you as a man, respect or love?
Damn. Damn, that's a good question. Damn, that's a good question. Damn, oh, man. Pete, you want to go first, or you want me to hop in?
You know what, man? I got so many emotions going through me right now, bro. Go ahead, you take it, Chuck. I'm going to follow up.
All right. So, respect or love? All right. So, let me throw a question back at you, and then I can answer it based off of that.
Okay.
Do you think you can get love from one person, but also be disrespected at the same time, or does love and respect go hand in hand? Like, if you love somebody, then you respect them.
To repeat that question?
So, all right, so does love and respect go in hand in hand? So, all right, so say you love somebody, but at the same time, all right, so can you love somebody and then also disrespect them?
Hell yeah.
If I make it okay, I got you.
Yeah, I
okay.
think yeah, you can.
Okay, all right. So respect or love? I'm gonna say I'd rather be respected, because if somebody loves you but then they're constantly disrespecting you, that like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, when somebody disrespects you, like that does something to you, right? Like that just like it just pinches a nerve. It's like, what the fuck? Are you serious right now? But when because I mean, I've been in love before. I'm in love right now, but I've also been in a situation where the person didn't love me, but they respected me, right? And I felt better that they respected me, because they could have loved me the whole time, but then kept disrespecting me. Like, you know how these abusive relationships, like that. That's where you see a lot of this love and respect shit. Like, for example, you may have a verbally abusive spouse or girlfriend or whatever. She says she's love you, but her actions show she completely disrespects you. Right? So I would rather pull respect from that relationship rather than love. Because I think eventually it can lead to love. Once you establish that foundation of respect, then I think that can lead to love. But I don't think it can be the opposite.
Okay. That's a very good point. Pete?
That's real, man. I take respect. I take respect all day because, so you alluded to it, you can definitely be loved and be disrespected. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love him so much. I just wish he made just a little bit more money. That's being disrespectful in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, I don't know. Sometimes love can be a crutch, bro. It can definitely be a crutch. Like love can hold you into a relationship that's deadly to you. You know what I'm saying? Love can be a gift and a curse, man. And it can be more so of a curse than a gift. Whereas respect, there's way to achieve respect, but at the end of the day, the respect is the respect. You can get respect the wrong way. You can get it through fear. You can get it through hatred. You can get it through whatever. But respect is respect. Love has so many different angles and nuances to it that it can hurt you.
Yeah.
And whereas respect, like I said, you can get it in the wrong way, but it'll be a shield. You know what I'm saying? So I'll definitely take respect over love. I want my sons to love me, but I want them to respect their dad. Like, yeah, they love their dad, but they also respected him for what he tried to do, or for what type of legacy he left, or for me giving them a tool or a stepping stone to follow through with, so after I die, they don't have to be like me at 32 years old, wondering what they're gonna do with their life with a family, and still haven't found their niche. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question in a long-winded way, I definitely take respect over love.
I'm definitely on board with.
Although you would love both, I'm sorry, you would love to have both, but if it's one or the other, I take respect.
Yeah, really quick, Amir, before you hop in there, I was thinking about that song that Eve came out with back in the 90s when she first came out, Love Is Blind. Like, that message, like, that song has a powerful message. Like,
absolutely.
Like this chick, this chick, she was getting abused in her relationship, but she loved to do. And then she ended up dead. Come on, man. Like, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. So, but
like I said, I'm 100% on board with everything y'all said. I guess for me, and like I said, in my own internal, becoming a man, or or what defines me as a man. I guess what brought me kind of to this question is, okay, everyone goes, I want respect. I want to be respected. And I guess it comes to a point is, then you have to ask yourself, what have I done to earn people's respect?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times people just want respect with no true stance of anything to be respected.
I agree.
You gotta
earn it's like you haven't done anything to earn my respect on that level, but you didn't have to earn my love. Love doesn't necessarily have to be earned. It is what it is. But respect is something earned. And I think a lot of times people think because of love, they're supposed to get respect.
Yeah,
even parents think that because they're your parent, automatically you're supposed to respect them. I may not supposed to be disrespectful to you. but especially when you get to a certain age as an adult man, or for girls when they become women, it's like, well, I love you, but have you really truly earned enough for my respect? And then what do you define as me respecting you? Because some people just think you're supposed to do what you tell them to do. That's respecting me. No true opinion on what you're doing or what you're saying. Just do what I say because this means you respect me. Or if you don't do this for me, that means you don't love me. Even. I say, whoa. I love you, but that's some stupid shit. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And some people really take that as, oh, you don't love me. And then some people take, oh, you're not doing what I say, you don't respect me. You're being argumentative, or you're doing that. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm allowed to, figure out if this is best for me.
Yeah.
And for us.
Yeah.
And I think there is that internal battle with those two things. At the end of the day, it is that respect you want, but I think what also needs to be discovered is how are you defining what respect for you is and what respect is to someone else, and then also understanding that, saying they can coexist, love and respect, but just because you love somebody does not necessarily mean you respect them.
Yeah.
And just because you respect somebody, you may not necessarily have a certain love. You might have say, I admire, I even like this person, but it may not be at the point of love. And I think it does get into that kind of that gray area. But ultimately, though, I agree with with both of you.
But
you saying something, Chuck?
Yeah, but what's interesting is that there's a such thing as called unconditional love, right?
Okay.
You can love somebody unconditionally, regardless of whether or not they disrespect you, whatever they speak. You can love somebody unconditionally. However, there's no such thing as unconditional respect, right? Like, especially with me being a Leo. So if once trust is broken with me, the trust is gone, but also respect is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I know I have my challenges and some of the issues I deal with. So I can't say I'm always 100% trustworthy or I'm always 100% respectful. But looking from what my values are, and if I'm in dealing with somebody else and they either disrespect me or it's over. It takes a long time to build that butt back up. Love may take a little bit, it may come a little quicker, a little easier because we're based off, I guess, people's religious or spiritual beliefs, and they say God is love, so that we have that natural inclination. But when it comes to respect, it's like, yo, you disrespected me. That's it. That's a wrap. People die over being disrespected. Right? People kill, especially in certain neighborhoods where there's a code of trust, code of respect. You disrespect somebody, that's it. You're your life is over. That's how serious they take it. And
disrespect becomes such a gray area.
and to actually give you guys a practical example. So back in and I forgot the term it is called, but back in ancient times, and even in some parts of Africa today, they do what's called I forgot the term for it, but it's an economic system where everybody puts $100 or $1,000 or $5,000 into a pot. So say for example there's 12 people. So each month, let's say 3. So it's me, you, and Pete, right? So next month we will put $100 in. The month of that, and then we each get a turn. So for example, say for May, we all put $100 in. But May is my month to draw my money out. So bam, I draw my money out. And then for June, even though I still got my draw, I still put $100 in. And then Pete, you get your $300. And all you did was put in $200. So it's like a cycle. And what I heard was people that weren't able to times $100,000 to $1 million worth of pot where people are just taking money out. People will actually literally kill themselves because they couldn't keep up with their commitment after they took their money out of the pot. So that within itself tells you well, damn, is that a respect issue? Damn, this person is not really respecting the system that's been put in place. So they took their own lives, and that's how serious it can really get. I know that's a little extreme example, but I just wanted to give some, I guess, a little context to what we're talking about here when we're talking about respect.
Being disrespected can go extreme, though. So, and I guess kind of getting to the whole idea of dealing with, that what you deal with internally and becoming a man, though, or what defines you as a man, kind of gets me to my next question. All right, look, though, I drink, occasionally I smoke. You might find me at a strip club. you might find me at a party, and you know, so I might be with a young lady, and things might be happening. And you know, some would say that type of person isn't the type of person that should be going out trying to give people advice, or, you know what I'm saying, or who are you, or, you know what I'm saying, how you gonna say some shit and you doing this and you doing that or whatever though. And it's like, I guess for me, I don't find those things to be agreed. I'm not out here committing crimes. I'm not here, you know what I'm saying, killing anybody. I'm not doing anything, you know, unlawful to the point of, you know what I'm saying, though, anything felonious. You know what I'm saying, though? It might be, you know, I might do some things where, you know, I might have to serve a couple of days in a holding center. And I have been in a holding center for a couple of days, though. That's my last time. That was back in 2007, though. But, you know, it happened. You know, I don't know what the hell I did, though, but they said I was inciting a riot, so go figure. And so, you know, and then you look at a person like DMX. Here's a person that does all he does, you know, saying those on drugs, he's doing this, having all these different women. And then you go to his concerts, and he's leading the concert in prayer. And so, just to kind of ask y'all, do you think it's, like, do you think that the idea of being, and Charlamagne the God uses this terminology, righteousness and ratchetness, do you think that can exist, or is it hypocrisy? Do you have to be one or the other, or can you live with that type of balance and still be considered someone to be of a conscious mind?
You know what, bro? You know what? See, and I'm gonna answer the question. I may go around it, but I'm gonna answer the question. This is what I'm saying. If you can find me the perfect person in this world, please give me my number, because we got to chit chat, man, for real. And if people go off that logic that you can't be, well, the term righteous and ratchet. If people go off the term of that logic that you have to be righteous 24/7, why y'all going to church? Why y'all going to church on Sunday listening to this preacher? Because 9 times out of 10, fuck that. 9 times out of 10, bro, your pastor used to be a pimp before he became a pastor, or he may still be a pimp. Listen to what I'm saying. Nobody is perfect. That's what I'm trying to say at the end of the day. But if you have a good heart, if you have a good conscience mind, if you know the difference between right and wrong, even though as humans we still do wrong, even though we know it's wrong, but we try to be right, then, I mean, cool. You know what I'm saying? My father ain't perfect. My parents ain't perfect, but best believe I go to my OGs to listen to their advice, and a lot of times it's they telling me what they've been through or what they've done, so I know what not to do, or I know what not to go through. You know what I'm saying? None of us is perfect, man. I can't live off that. Well, he made a mistake in his life, so fuck what they got to say. That makes no sense to me, man. I don't get that logic. If you living in that type of bubble, my man or my lady, this you got to wake up, because the world been fooling you for many years. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a difference. DMX got his own demons, man. I pray for that man more so than anything, because he was a helper of hip hop. He gave us jewels, he gave us gems, and at the end of the day, he gave us a prayer. Like that was dope. To me, that was dope. Growing up in my hip hop era, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, as dark as hell is hot. This shit was dope, man. He was telling stories about his life, bro. His mom's abandoned him, yo. You know what I'm saying? His best friend gave him some weed, laced with some shit, and he didn't even know about it. Like, he bleeding his soul to us so much that he fucking himself up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the whole story of X, but, you know, people laugh at him now. You know, he's an old crackhead, old head. He done did some dumb shit. He done impersonated a cop before at the end of the day. But sometimes it's not about the messenger. It's about the message. And if you can get whatever you can get out the message to help your life, then don't worry about the messenger. So yes, you can be righteous and righteous, man. I'm a proud righteous and righteous person. You know, I'm gonna let you know off rip. You know what I'm saying? I cuss, I drink. You know, they got the green leaf out here for glaucoma. That happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But the same people that's disrespecting you, telling them, oh, why you smoke weed, blah blah blah. You know, it was a meme. You know, 420. Everybody know about 420, and I'm gonna end it with this. It was a meme going around saying God is watching you on 420, and I say I say this to those people. God is also watching you pouring them tequila shots. You know what I'm saying? Like it's come on, man. You can't do that. You can't be judged, man. You're not supposed to judge. If you're the most perfect person in the world, then go ahead and judge. If not, man, live your life.
Yeah.
Charles?
So I was going to speak on the DMX point, T, but you hit it right on the nose, man. For anybody that didn't watch his Breakfast Club interview, we'll get that posted on the Facebook fan page because that's a powerful interview. Like he really goes in, man. And you're right, man. Like DMX, like he was my favorite rapper growing up, man. Like that was a beast. And he said he had his demons, right? But he still produced some great music, man. So like you said, man, don't judge don't judge the messenger. Don't look at the messenger. Let's look at the message, because God. Now I'm gonna piss some religious people off, but God uses certain types of people to deliver certain types of messages. Now, if you really want to go deep, and this is for all my religious folks saying, well, how can you support this person? They smoke weed, they do all this, they do that. Well, and last time I read the Bible, God was in the Bible killing babies in the Old Testament. I mean, right? Like, come on, like really. Not only killing babies, taking their blood and splattering it on the front door of the people in the village.
Right.
That's right. Now, just based off that alone, like, well, shit, damn, that's crazy. Why would I serve a God that does that? Now, this is for everybody that believes in the Bible, which I don't. But for all the folk that do believe in it, so why are you still serving God who kills newborn babies? Right? I mean, come on, like that's. Right? You're talking about somebody just doing drugs and smoking marijuana, but versus a person. Not only a person, but a spiritual entity supposedly killing babies and taking their blood and throwing it on the front. Imagine if you came home and you saw blood on your fucking front porch. Like, what the fuck is this? All right, cool. Right? That's crazy. So, you're right, man. At the end of the day, man, we all have the things that we're battling and dealing with, and we deal and battle with not only I would say it was the best way we know how. And we have to move away from this judgment mentality because it serves no purpose, right? Like the Bible says, like, so whoever's without sin cast the first stone. You're not gonna get no stones. You're not gonna get no stones tossed at you because we're all guilty of something. Like we all have our battles, our struggles, our demons. That there's a there's a show on Netflix called 13 Reasons Why. I don't know if y'all heard of it or if y'all watched that shit.
I heard of it.
Yeah. I heard of it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah. Like I would. That shit really goes in, and like the last episode, pretty much the girls in the bathtub slitting their wrists, and they show all that shit. Like it's really fucking crazy, but it shows all the steps leading up to it. Like we never know what the fuck people are going through. We never know. We may have these assumptions like because we see them on the surface and they're happy and getting all that shit, but like behind the scenes, dog, like on like some spiritual shit, we have no idea what people are going through. So we have to get away from this judgment mentality. We have to.
Like, hey, man, even Jesus turned water into wine.
And say it again, Pete?
My bad. I was saying, for all the Bible thumpers, even Jesus turned water into wine. Last time I checked, wine was alcohol.
Come on, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know, and
no longer grape juice once it ferments.
and I'm going to end it here. And I'm in no way, shape, or form justifying what this man did. I believe he should be burned in hell or whatever. But the white motherfucker that went from Baltimore to New York City that killed that black dude, like I was pissed off, but I'm like, yo, this nigga's fucked up in the head. Like we don't know what the fuck happened in his life for him to hate black people so much. Yeah. I'm not justifying. Like, this nigga needs to be in jail. This nigga needs to get whatever doesn't happen to him because he needs to be punished for his crime. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, yo, what the fuck happened? Like, I'm at the point where like somebody does some grimy shit. I'm like, all right, what the fuck happened? Like, yo, where was your fucking mental state? Like, you just did some crazy shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that's a thought that hits my mind initially. Of course, initially I'll be angry, like the cop that killed Philando Castile. And Pete, I don't know if I told you this story, but like of all the deaths that happened to black people last year, that one I cried off of that shit. Like matter of fact, I was in the car with my girl one day, and I just started crying. That shit was fucking. I'm like, damn, why the fuck am I crying? That shit is crazy. But like again, like why did the cop kill that nigga? Like we just don't know, man. And so we got to get away from this judgment shit. And again, I'm not justifying these fucking killing. Like these cops.
No, you're not.
Tell the fuck the cops. You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, all right, we have to eventually peel this onion back because we keep having these conversations on this and shit, which is good. But we got to start peeling the fucking onion back. Like, what is the fucking deep-rooted issue? Like, why do white people hate black people so fucking much?
Amir, before you jump in, bro, I just to throw my 2 cents, Chuck, is dope about what you said because a lot of times we get so angry at the action, and I feel you because listen, I cried when I saw Eric Garner. You hear the man saying, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Yeah.
I can't breathe." He not tussling. He not fighting with nobody. You hear him saying, "I can't breathe." Me hearing him say that, I'm like, dude, he can't fucking breathe. What the hell? Like I should have treated that too. But I say this to say, racism is a learned behavior, bro. You're not born with it. So you're right. We do have to peel the onion back. The dude that drove all the way to New York City to kill that man, he was taught racism. I bet you back in the pre-K days, he was making mud pies with a black kid. You know what I'm saying? My son, I see it every day. My son grow up, you just take him to the park. He'll randomly just go start playing with him. Like, racism is a learned behavior, bro. That you learn that shit. So it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than just, what you're born with or what happened. You learn this shit. So the people that's teaching them this shit, they fucked up in the head. And all they doing is continue with a cycle. My bad, Amir. I just had to jump in real quick to say that. But it is a learned behavior, and it's a deeply rooted problem.
I agree 100%, man. I agree 100%. And yeah, my bad. I'm gonna let you get in there, man. My bad. But this topic, man, is really good. But if you think, and even when they get to adult age, like even when these young kids who are taught racism and they get to their adult years, yeah, there's still some rehabilitation that can be done. But if that's all that's been driven into them, it's too late. It's going to be hard as hell to get them to see it from a different perspective. Like, they would have to go through some type of emotional or trauma experience in order for that to, because we're talking about 20, 25, 30 years of programming. Like, that's all they fucking know. Like, they view the world, their paradigm of the world is through eyes of a racist person. And then you have all these triggers and shit that's like reinforcement. It's like, well, damn, cops are killing black people and getting away with it. Oh, shit, this must be the way of life. Man, this shit is, man. What did Morpheus say? I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole fucking get, man. I'm done.
I mean, everything that was said, I can only say ditto. It's not really, we know how I can, we know how I can get with these certain topics. So, I guess just to kind of answer it as much in a vacuum as possible is like Kevin Hart has the joint is called "Laugh at My Pain." Then you have, you know what I'm saying, though, and then I think God puts you through certain things though, so people can learn from. You know what I'm saying, and as a girl actually on Facebook, I wrote a comment about how, you know what I'm saying, though, DMX can go ahead and what these bitches want from a nigga.